Hey guys, this is JohnyTechReview. Today I have a quick unboxing review for you of this Gookit 1080p camera. This is the non-Wi-Fi version. Not only that, there's also a few things that are different, and I want to highlight that in this videos. So you can see here, this is everything you get in the package. The action camera itself. Again, this is the non-Wi-Fi model. User menu. You have a little mount for the helmet or something. This is a sticky mount that's a little bit curved, and you can just mount it right down. You have here the skeleton frame designed to mount outside of this water housing. You have here a little camera thread, tripod mount, one of the screw and bowl, a bicycle mount, some double-sided tape with velcro here, and some velcro here for strapping onto various different places. And then you have here the micro USB charging cable. So guys, I've been using this little camera for the past few weeks or so, and so far I want to get back with you guys with some detail on it. So the camera itself is very similar to its older brother in the fact that it looks pretty much almost identical. I want to show you the other version here. So you can see here, this is the non-Wi-Fi version, and here is the Wi-Fi version. So obviously you can see there's a Wi-Fi logo different there, and pretty much everything else is identical except a few things that I do want to point out that's kind of important. First of all, if you look at the lens, this is the Wi-Fi version and this is the non-Wi-Fi version. As you can see there, this lens is actually a lot bigger compared to this lens, and that in actuality make a big difference. When recording, this has captured a lot more light, and the quality of this video is a lot better than this camera. Testing the Gookit 1080p non-Wi-Fi version. Testing the Gookit 1080p version. This one has better lens, look like it, and also there's less noise shown on the screen. So if you're shooting both of them at 720p, you're gonna notice that this is a lot better than this one. The other major difference is that this camera at 720p, it will do 30 frames per second, but if you switch to 1080p, it only does 15 frames per second, while this camera does 30 frames per second as 1080p, and it does 60 frames per second at 720p. So that's also the difference. So flipping to the side, you can see here similar interface. Flipping to the back, you have the same screen, and this one says sport camera, this one says action camera. And if you go to this side here, you can see that this has a micro USB HDMI port, and also a mini SD slot there. And you see here in this version here, the non-Wi-Fi version, the HDMI port is actually missing, so you can't output this to a monitor if you want to see that. Up top, pretty much similar, and at the bottom they use the same battery. If this was 2 years ago, that might be acceptable, but I feel like right now at 15 frames per second at 1080p is kind of a little bit below the standard. So at the time of recording this, it seemed like the price is roughly about 20-30 bucks different, depending on where you look on Amazon for these two different models. So you know, depending on what you want to looking for. If you just don't care about 1080p, you want to shoot at 720p, you can just get this camera for cheap, and you can get more of these. But if you want to spend the extra 20-30 bucks, you can get the full 1080p version with the Wi-Fi. And of course, the Wi-Fi to me is just not really that great, as you can see from my previous review. The app is kind of weak, but you know, the quality of the video is a lot better than this guy. So for me, a lot of time I shoot everything in 1080p, but I basically scale everything down to 720p for YouTube. I don't really do any 1080p video right now. So you can see here, come on, just like this. And right now I show no memory card, but I'm gonna go ahead and go into the menu here. You can see, so this is the menu for it. It's very different from the other system. Actually, I prefer this menu. Actually, it's very easy to use. You can just flip between the different one by just going up and down here, and you can just click here to change to snapshot and setting. You can see right now. So again, in HD here, you can actually record in HD, but of course that's only 15 frames per second, and this is 30 frames per second, so that's usually what I have it set on. So overall, if you're looking for something with a little bit more budget in mind, then this is a good option. HDMI, most people probably don't use that. I don't use it. I just record the stuff, take the out from memory card and stick it in the computer. So for me, that's not an issue, but I think the smaller lens and the lower frame rate was an issue for me. So I hope this short little review helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any question, let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.